This is the Cash Considerations Podcast with three guys from Pittsburgh, Philly, and Boston talking sports. God help us all. This is the show. Take it away, Dave.
Welcome to the Cash Considerations Podcast. Today is Wednesday, October 5th. It is that time. It is on the cusp of the Major League Baseball playoffs. We are in the midst of college football season. And yes, of course, the NFL. The NBA and NHL are starting soon. We're not really going to discuss that. But we're going to discuss everything else right here tonight on Cash Considerations. My name is Dave Sharapan. I am the Sportsbook Consigliere at Sportsbook Consigliere on the Twitter. And on the show is Cash Consid Show, both on Twitter, on the socials, and on the YouTube channel, Cash Considerations Podcast. Thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button. We're over the total of 1,000, off to the races. With me tonight, as always, the boys. First, let me bring in the executive producer of the show. Look at this new setup. The kid's been playing with all these things. He came up with this. He named the co-host of the show, Dan Alexander. You can see behind him, it says @NewbieTalks on the Twitter because his name is Newbert, but nobody spells it right, so he goes by Dan Alexander. Newbie, Eagles are 4-0. How you feeling?
Oh, I mean, you know I'm waiting with bated breath, Dave. I'm not diving off the deep end. All these people talking Super Bowl. We're 4 weeks in, Dave. We're 4 weeks in. We got a long way to go, but I'm happy to be here. We got the new bells. We got the new whistles. We got a great guest coming up. Let's go.
Newbie, what is that song that they play in Philadelphia when the Eagles are good, when things are happening? We just got to get it out early. It's early.
The speakers are starting to get broken, though, because they're playing it too damn much at Lincoln Financial Field.
Oh.
It just keeps going. They scored again. The rain's going. If you listen really closely, Trevor Lawrence just fumbled another football. I think he just dropped another one on the turf. So we're feeling good, Dave. But hey, you got some tough games coming up here. Tough games.
All right. We had to get that one out early, because we got a guest, and we're going to get to him in a second. Yeah, we're gonna get to him. I don't know if we got any songs for him, but you know who else we have here? As always, the other co-host of the show, also the coordinating producer, the email guy it's cashconsidshow@gmail.com. Obviously, our social media manager as well. He's Carl Hascall at What's Up CH on the Twitter. CH, how you doing?
How are you? How you doing? I can't wait for our guests to get introduced here so that we can discuss about how cities with all kinds of championships don't have time to write songs. That's why there's no songs here. That's why there's no songs in New York. Because we're too busy having parades and stuff. Yeah. So
ain't that
let's go. Let's weird. It is.
I never
can't wait to hear
guessed,
the other song too.
I would have never guessed that we would have had this became a PA thing, and then a Boston and a New York guy trying to kiss the New York guy's ass already before we started. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming. I gotta admit. Yeah. All right. So let's bring in our guest. His name is Tony Iannizzi. It's not spelled that way on the Twitter. Hold on, Tone. I'll introduce you in a second. He's on the social media at Tony Iannizzi. All right, that's pronounced Iannizzi, and his name is Tony, and he's right here with us, straight from New York City. We'll get to that in a second. Tone, how you feeling? How you doing? How you looking? What's up?
What up, fellas? First, I want to thank you guys for inviting me. Dave's been busting my chops a bit to get on here for a little bit, so we had to make the schedules work out. But I'm excited to be here. I see a lot of nonsense being told by this bottom left corner over here about this New England stuff. But we'll chop it up. We'll get in there. Me and him will get in there.
This is what we're gonna do. All right. Format of the show is pretty simple. Boys and girls, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button while you're here. Hit the like button. That helps us out. If you're listening, it's going to be this. It's going to be Tony, my kumpy, who's a producer at the MLB Network. We're going to find out what else he does. He's traveling all the time. He sends me these pictures, man. He should have seen him walking in Iowa. My goodness, he went to Iowa. He showed me his pictures sitting on the porch. Perfect facial hair. talk to him, do that. Then we're going to get into some baseball because, wild card starting. We got to have picks. Everybody wants picks, so we're going to talk. I got the kid that's going to be at the games all weekend right here. Tony's going to be there. So we'll do that. We'll do our NFL recap quickly. For most of us, the picks didn't go well. For the unanimous picks, we stink. But this is a good thing. Fade us. We're no good when we all pick the same game. We'll go through the NFL. We'll go to that place where, CH likes to hang out. And then we'll take a minute and we'll be out. All right? So that's the format of the show. First, Tony, first question. It's tough. They get easier after this. But where are you from, sir?
So I'm born and raised Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, but I'll give you two answers to this. So people my age, I'm borderline Bensonhurst, Dyker Heights. So like if you ask somebody my mother's age, she'll tell you Bensonhurst. But if you ask me, I'm like borderline Dyker Heights, Bensonhurst. So depending if I'm speaking to like older people that I know, I'll be like, all right, I'm from Bensonhurst. But if like I'm talking to my friends or we meet somebody like, oh, I'm from Dyker Heights.
I'm already confused. I mean, a place doesn't change its name.
No.
You people in Brooklyn all want to be cool. Is this like the bougie Brooklyn or is this the old school Brooklyn, Ant? What the hell's going on here?
No, the bougie Brooklyn, that's where all like the Yelpies are at in like Williamsburg. But where we're at, Bensonhurst, so there's a train separating kind of where we're at. So it's like on the right of the train is the beginning of Bensonhurst. The left of the train is Dyker Heights. I'm a block. So I'm on, I don't want to say where I'm at, but I'm on.
No, you don't. No. Nobody needs to know where you're at. No.
My social security number is.
I'm directly in between both. I'm directly in between both. So depends who asks me. I'll give a different answer on a different day.
See, that's what these New York guys do. That's really good. That was quick. That was fast. And I ain't telling you where I'm at. I'm just by the tracks. I don't know which side I'm on. That's good.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Did you play sports in high school here?
I was part of the 2:30 club. So the 2:30 club was
2:30.
Bell rings 2:30. We're on the way home. So very simple. I would have if I could go back to high school and redo it. I would have played sports. But looking at because we just went home. It was just. You got to understand too. In high school, dude, I was like 5'2". I knew I wasn't playing those. Yeah, I was short. I'm only like 5'8.5" now, but I knew I wasn't making those sports teams. So I was like, let me get home. Let me hop on Call of Duty. I was thinking ahead of it. But now I'm playing them in 3-4 different leagues. So like I play sports now. But back then I was too short.
Are you fast? At 5'2", are you fast? You like Kyler Murray. You got them little legs, you run fast.
I was fast. In my day, I still am fast, but now I got to like tune it down because I don't like to be sore the next day. But I was fast.
Something to factor in.
No, you got to
just wait till you're sore when you get out of bed in the morning. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to that. I don't like to stretch, so that's why I try to tune it back.
You got to stay loose. When you get older, you got to learn to stretch just because. Not even because you're playing something. You got to stretch your limbs just to move for the rest of the day.
We'll get there.
I get sore recording this show. Shit. What do you mean?
Well, you got to hit all the buttons all the time.
That's true.
Every time somebody says Tom Brady on this show, newbie's got to find that button and hit it. We had to get that one out of the way early.
I
8 minutes in
today, Dave.
Just trying to keep you to
he's having some real issues. That guy now. He's having real issues right now.
You're not.
We'll get to that in a second. So, are you playing sports now? You said you're in leagues. Is this true? What are you doing now for activities?
We play basketball, football, and bowling.
Wow. What's your bowling average?
187.
That's no joke.
I gave you the bowling background. What happened? So we had I broke my hand in December running a 40-yard dash. A little intoxicated, I'll be honest. So I fell running. I broke my left hand. Doing the dash. And I had a bummed ankle at that time, and I didn't want to do it. But when I got busted
ankle. Sounds like a really bad idea.
Let me shotgun a couple beers, go do a sprint.
When you get 6 or 7 guys calling you out, you have to do it. Like you can't not do it. So I was like, all right, whatever, we'll do it.
New York thing I've ever heard.
And I started feeling like my ankles. Like, let me just throw myself down here. So I throw myself down. Boom, whatever. Next story, I break my hand. So now I only have my right hand, and like I can't play basketball. I can't play football. Like, there's not much I can do.
Are you righty or lefty?
I'm righty, but
okay, so you could still wipe your ass. You can still wipe your ass and everything.
I was still able to wipe my
question.
ass.
Okay, all right.
But we got like we have the bidet in my house.
Oh,
my house has like the bidet, so like I was even good with that. Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
He's saying he doesn't live in the bougie part. He's getting water blasted in the ass. I mean, that's a beautiful thing.
I live with old people. It's a distracting
it's the little
thing.
Things, man.
So go ahead. So you have a broken hand and your ankle's bummed. So what do you do?
Yeah.
Go to the bowling lanes in Brooklyn and say, I'm going to learn how to bowl?
No, one of my best friends is a really good bowler. So he was like, why don't you come bowling one night? I was like, all right, whatever. So we go, and like the first night, I'm like, I'm good at this. And even with the plastic balls, like I knew how to throw the ball. So then I started like going like twice a week, 3 times a week. And I'm like, shit, I'm going to buy balls because I'm good. And then we just started bowling like once or twice a week. And then I was like, I'm good enough to play in a league. I'm joining a league. And then we've been in a league ever since. So wow. And I love it. I think it's my favorite sport right now.
How many balls you got?
3.
See, this is the problem. People start to get bowling, and then they got to have 3 balls. So you got a strike ball, a spare ball, and then a straight ball?
No. So strike
ball. How's it work? Yeah, strike ball.
So I have a strike ball, and then then you have kind of like a plastic ball where the ball doesn't turn as much, depending if you're going for like the 7-pin or the 9-pin, whatever. And then I have a third ball that I stole from the bowling alley. I didn't steal; it was just kind of there, so I just took it home with me. So that's my third one.
And there's a lot of people listen to the show. You can't be committing crimes stealing balls. What are you talking about? It's just left there.
It's just left there.
Just left.
What are you
just
gonna do?
Picked up.
What are you gonna do?
All right.
Well, Tony's got 3, so I could use an extra one, Tony. If you
you got to throw it our way. CH has got.
I'll ship it to you. It's a little heavy though, 16 pounds.
Oh,
that's not going to work for you, CH. He throws a 16-pound ball. Yeah,
you'll be walking
CH only has
left
one.
all year long. You'll be tipping
Jeez,
over.
Man. It's too funny. I forgot about that. Oh my. All right. So Tone, you're bowling. You got all this other stuff going on. Tell the people what you do for the MLB Network. Because I just have you in my phone as MLB Network producer, but like I call you or you call me, and you're always busy and you're traveling and you're doing all this stuff. Yeah. What is your job, sir?
So I'm an associate producer at I work at our department's called the assignment desk. So I like to tell everybody we're the middleman of the network. Every piece of news or item comes in or out of that building goes through my department, whether that's dealing with Twitter or Instagram or reaching out to ESPN or Fox if we need something or if they need something with us. We do scheduling for the building. So everything that's coming out of every control room, every studio comes through my department. The cool side of that is after a little while, you get to start traveling, which I started doing this year. So we're lucky to, work with Apple, YouTube. MLB has a showcase game. So we do a lot of field production with the sideline reporter. So, you see, I've been to a few places this year. It's been fun. It's a lot of the traveling stuff's cool. You see a lot of stuff in the field that, you don't really know what's put into it until you're out there. And you're putting in 10, 12-hour days for a 3-hour game is like, all right, I can see why these people grind, It's fun.
Yes. And you've been in the is it called the camera well? Like down next to the field during the game?
In first or third base.
Do you shit your pants when you're down there? Because that ball's you get any foul balls over there? You don't even sweat.
I've gotten a few foul balls. You get a lot of people like just yelling at you over there when a ball comes near you. You got the fans behind you, and everybody's like, you got like this 60-year-old dad with a glove asking for the ball. And I'm like, dude, if you bring a glove to a game, you got to grow up. Yeah, you got to grow up. Like, you're not getting that. Like, I'll give it to the little 5-year-old kid who wants the ball. But
when
I was in Toronto for the Judge Chase, there was a close ball that came by me. Close. Like because you really can't look at your phone a lot because like if you get cracked with a ball, good night.
Done.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it was Rizzo was up maybe, and he hit a foul ball and like the ball just like skimmed past me, and I'm like, well, that would have been a concussion. What are you going to do?
No.
Have you given
a ball?
I love the job. It's a lot of fun. What we do is cool. I see a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and be up close and personal. It's fun. If you love sports, as you guys know it, we love this stuff, so it's awesome.
Have you given the balls to any? I mean, you're in a nice, serious relationship and stuff. So if you probably haven't done this, but have you seen anyone else in this position? It's like give the ball to the pretty girl in the stands and go, hey, I'm giving you the ball. Like, would that be a move, or is that's not going to work?
Is that like I played the fifth? Is that one just to keep the one under the cover?
That's fine. I'm sorry I even asked. That's on fucking me. That's on me. I can't believe as I said it, I was like, I'm probably not supposed to ask this question.
I'm leaving it Dave. No edits.
No. Honestly, I don't think so. None that I've seen. I've usually just give to like a little kid or something. Maybe a little kid, or I got a soft spot for old people. So little kids or old people, if they want that ball, I'll if I have it, I'll throw it to them.
If it looks like they use a bidet, he thinks, maybe I'll get the ball over there.
They could be like the grandparents or the uncles or the aunts over there in Bensonhurst. Absolutely. Favorite ballpark you've been to so far in these travels, or maybe ever in your life? I mean, you've been a baseball fan your whole life, right?
Yeah. I want to say Busch Stadium.
Okay, not old Yankee Stadium, right? Don't give me that bullshit.
No.
Okay. All right. It's Busch Stadium? Why is it Busch Stadium?
I'll tell you why. So I think I'm more about I like the aesthetics of the park. And two, it's like when you walk outside of the park, you have like 100 restaurants. You just have strips around everything right around it, compared to like if I go to Yankee Stadium, or if like we're at Citi Field, like there's not much around it. Like Yankee Stadium, you got a train right above, and City, like you just have a junkyard right behind it. So like there's not much going. Like we're fortunate that like my teams are like my team baseball, because every other team sucks. My baseball team is good. So like, you're really going there to watch the game. But like if you're like Dave, a Pirates fan, like you got nothing going for you on those teams. So like at least around you, there's stuff to enjoy. And I think as like I go to more and more stadiums, I kind of look for that aspect more than like the game itself at this point.
What'd you think of the park in Philly? You were just in Philly. It was about 115 degrees when you were there. I remember.
Dude, that was a terrible night. It was hot. It was hot as balls that night, dude. I was sweating. I like it over there because I like Xfinity. You got all three bars. You got that's perfect. You have everything. You have everything in one vicinity. Like you have a huge ass sports bar. You have all three stadiums, and you have a giant ass parking lot where you don't got to worry about anything. I like Citizens Bank. It's a good time. Philly's wild. Philly is wild.
I'm going to let the boys each ask you a question here in a second and swing it back to me. But you produce a lot of these shows, or help produce the shows, with the Better's Eye. We talk about that all the time, and like Iowa Mike with pregame spread and all this stuff. Are you looking at the betting lines every day? Has your job changed much, or is it what it's supposed to be as far as the like looking at the lines and looking at the betting stuff much?
So when we launched like the betting stuff, I think it was last season. I knew gambling was going faster than it was, than people wanted to accept it. So I was like, well, let me get ahead of this and like put myself out there that I want to work on the gambling side, because if like I know it, like I know what, like a lot of people who like work in this industry don't want to push gambling a lot because they may not know really what it is, or they don't want to promote gambling. So I was like, well, I love gambling. Like, not that I'm a degenerate gambler, but
you don't have to sell.
I mean,
we know
the content side of gambling is what I try to push. It's like you see people making these crazy videos of hitting a $10 parlay and cashing in 10 G's. Like, there's just there's the reactionary feeling of it. I'm like, I'm all in on it. And like I said, like if this is where we're going into a gambling sports world, like we have to stay with the times, right? So. I was like, I'm all in. But to your question about the lines, I check every day.
Okay.
Partially because like it's what we do for a living. So like we kind of have to know what we're going into. So like,
how about that? A kid that's actually working on shows about betting is actually looking at the lines every day and maybe thinking about what the line should be and having an opinion. That sounds like a pretty novel idea, Ant.
Well, I got to make sure. I got to make sure you send me the right stuff. Sometimes I don't know if you just send me something.
Me? Are you checking me? What are you talking? CH, ask this kid a question, please.
All right, so you said that your sport is bowling now, and I bowled in a bowling league a million years ago when I was
scored 16 in the JV.
I was like, it's not scoring 16 in a JV game. I was in a bowling league, and I know there was all kinds of shit going on with you land on a certain number, you got to pay this, or if you get a shitty score on a spare, you got to pay this. So handicap. Are you betting on stuff during your bowling, and if so, what are you betting on?
So if we so it's me and my two friends, if we play against like 2-3 other kids we know, we'll play. So it's $30 a week, right, per person. So but it goes into a family pot where you get at the end of the year. But like me, I talk a lot of shit when I play any activity, any
I don't
sport,
believe that.
No,
I'm always in your face. I'm always talking shit. So like I'll be like, all right, we'll put up. We win, you give us 30. We lose, we give 60. So
you 30 laying 2-1 when you bowl.
Yeah. Well, my friends are really good. Like my friends are really good. Wow. So when we play, so I get a handicap pretty much. So since I come in as a new bowler, you start at like I think your average. You come in as like a 164 bowler. So you're getting spotted 30 pins. So we're up 30 to begin. So if if I throw like a 185, I'm really coming in at 205, 215, depending on the handicap. So
are you sandbagging this shit?
Oh, that's a good question.
When I first started,
sandbagging son of a bitch.
But I tell you this, so like when we get to the third and fourth game, if we know we already won those 2 games, or like all right, we won the series. Like you have to throw a game a little bit because you want to bring your average down. Because when your average is high,
gambling scandal at the Bensonhurst bowling lanes. What the hell's going on?
When your average is high, you lose the handicap points. So it's like, well, looking forward to next week. I don't need unless I'm going for like 300, which will never happen. But I'm getting there. You want to play smart. You got to play by the books. You got to beat the books. You always have to beat the books.
That sounds like complete bullshit. Newbie, ask this kid a question.
Well, first question is, how are you a producer and you don't mute your phone before you come on a show? That's question number 1, Tony. Get them texts on vibrate, God damn it.
I'm hitting every button over here on my I thought that was me. I'm like, what checking my phone? Is all that beeping? God damn.
I'm working.
He's hard at work. He's hard at work. He's got the work phone and then he's got the trap phone on the side. But Tony, all joking aside, my guy, everyone who's been listening could tell you probably come from a great Italian family. And I dated a girl for like a good 5 years just because her moms could cook so damn well. So I'm wondering, Grandma or Ma, who's the better cook and what's the specialty?
All right, so
just don't tell them to listen to the show, but tell all your friends to listen to the show. Now the floor is yours.
So the funny thing, so the answer is my grandma. That's one. That's not even a question.
Yeah,
but 2, when you hear this, I always tell a lot of people, my mom doesn't cook.
Oh my God!
What?
So my dad is the chef.
That's fair. Yeah.
Is your mom Italian?
She cooks. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, she's Italian too. She cooks, but it's like. When you see my dad shuffle up, it's like, all right, like, just, you know.
Yeah, you're like, you're good. Just chop the garlic on the side, Mom. Let Dad handle
it. We don't, listen, Nancy, take a seat. We're good. Just take a seat.
I like
so. But my grandma's, she's
what's the best thing she makes, though?
My favorite dish, I was told, if I'm on death row and I need one dish, I'll take my grandmother's lasagna. Any day of the week.
Lasagna's my absolute favorite.
It's the best.
I know what I'm doing. I'm heading on up to New York. I already got your address, so I'm going to come over.
House.
We'll chef it up. There we go.
No, amazing. But yeah, lasagna would be my number 1 dish by far and away. Easy. It's an easy question.
That's a great question. Yeah, we're going to have a meal back there at some point here soon.
Once baseball ends. Once baseball ends.
Once baseball ends, yeah. All right, last question for me. We'll get to the Jets beating the Steelers and you texting me on that Sunday. We'll get to that when we get to the football.
Was that part of the bet? Is that how he got on?
No. I've been asking this kid. He's very busy. I've been asking him to come on the show multiple times. But what do you got? A Jets thing? Go ahead, hold it up.
No.
Go ahead, get it out early. That's fine. Fuck it.
We got a wardrobe change coming.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, but that's okay. All right, no.
I got nothing.
We'll get to that later. How many fucking pairs of shoes do you have right now? That's what I want to know. People watching the show on Cash Considerations podcast with this nice new background can see that Tony's got a lot of stuff going on behind him. How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I got 54.
Yeah, show them off. You can show
54,
them off.
54.
This is only like this is a little
For the
amount.
podcast listeners, it looks like the fucking Mutters Museum of shoes.
This is amazing. Now
I only got a few.
I would have bet I would have made a bad number because I was just kind of looking and I said he's probably got. I was going to make it 38.5. I mean,
no,
over
I got another.
quarter.
My room is small, so I don't have everything up here. I have like another 20 in the basement.
Favorite pair of shoes. Favorite pair of shoes.
All time, like oh shit.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, favorite pair of shoes that you ever wore or have now. Favorite pair of shoes. You're a shoe guy. You got 54 pairs of shoes. How hard is the question?
It depends on the fit.
I'll go. It's a tough question. I'll go Space Jam 11. I'll go Space Jam 11.
Oh, Space Jam 11.
Yeah. I have.
Get your hands for Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam. Space 11 is easy. Well, my
put that on a good copyright.
But my favorite Jordan is probably Jordan 3.
Jordan 3.
Yeah, but 11 Space Jam is my favorite. I love
the 3s. I got a pair upstairs.
Yeah, that's our shoe guy and MLB Network producer. And just producer. All around.
Associate David.
He worked hard for that title. He worked hard for that.
Me. MLB Network associate producer, Tony Iannizzi. It's at Tony, TonyIannizzi. A lot of double letters in there. That's how you know. That's real Italian name. Yes. Follow him on the Twitter, on the Instagram, all these other things. And I think you should do maybe a cooking show or something. We'll get to that in a second. All right, let's go right to it, boys. Let's go right to the baseball. All right. Judge finally gets 62. Tone, you were up in Toronto.
Yeah.
If you catch the ball, what are you doing with the ball?
Oh, first of all, if I catch the ball, there's not a chance in hell Judge is getting that ball for me. Unless he's coughing up to $2 million, there's no. It's life-changing money. So I don't care who it is. It's like I'm selling. I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't give the ball back that night. That's number one.
Make them
that ball's
sweat.
coming home with me. That ball's coming home with me, and then we'll start talking. If the Yankees want to talk the next day, all right, we'll talk the next day. But that night, when the juices are still flowing, everybody's excited. No shot. Like, you see the guy who caught the ball? He was like some millionaire in Texas. Like, why is this guy catching it?
Like, what are you doing catching the ball? Like, let some of us eat, bro. Come on.
Yeah, no.
I heard that wasn't all true though. I heard that he wasn't a millionaire, but he's gonna be. Yeah. How about the guy that jumped from the CH? Did you see the guy that didn't catch the ball?
He wasn't even close.
No.
Dude,
no.
But you know what? If the guy who caught it drops it and it falls down, that guy's got it.
It was a good play.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Now, does he get arrested? Does he get arrested?
There's no for jumping?
No, you just say you slip.
If he jumps, the guy who catches it doesn't the ball's there in the bullpen, but if you go into the bullpen, you get arrested.
I don't know.
Is that the rule?
You just got to fake it, act like you got pushed, something like that. I don't know.
That's the ball.
Yeah.
I'm going for the ball.
You know the thing that'll end up happening?
You're blocking people out.
Oh, 100% I'm boxing these motherfuckers out. But if you end up falling down in the bullpen, you could probably, in today's world, you can just sue the ballpark for not having a stronger fence. Be like, no, I fell over because they didn't have it. And, then you
should have had a rail there.
Exactly. Then you
should have had a rail there.
And you just sue them, Dave. That's what people do. Yeah.
Tone, are you allowed to keep the ball? Like if you get it, as an employee of MLB, do you think you're allowed to keep the ball?
I don't see why not. I mean, that's life changing money. I don't.
Yeah.
There's
$2 million, I'll quit my job and keep the ball.
Yeah, $2 million. I mean, come on, $2 million's.
Wow.
It's $2 million. You know how many shoes I have in $2 million?
Oh my God! Can you imagine how big the wedding's going to be? First of all,
yeah,
you get grandma and everybody at the wedding, and a big Italian wedding. It'll look amazing.
A lot of
listen, Dave, I have a question for you, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put you on the spot here. If I invite you to the wedding, what's the gift?
Yes.
What's the gift?
What's the gift?
What's the gift?
Like
probably a hat.
Do you it ain't a hat. Do you want? I mean, what do you think it is? It's a pretty easy answer.
The answer's cash. That's the answer.
It's an envelope. That's it. There's only one answer.
All right, no,
You're right.
That's it. I just make sure.
It's an envelope. It's a thick envelope, man. What the fuck? If I come all the way to New York for your wedding, if you don't ask me to speak, that's fine. I won't speak. But you're coming with. I'm coming with an envelope.
I'm just making sure. I see some people give.
I was not going to get you Tupperware. Was I going to get you wine glasses?
Here's a standing mixer. What the fuck?
If somebody comes to my wedding, and doesn't give an envelope, just with security, will take you out.
Yeah,
no shot.
Yeah, I mean that's
arrivederci.
And
there it is.
I've been to enough Italian weddings. I've been to enough Jewish weddings. I've been to enough other weddings. It's an envelope.
Yeah.
It's an envelope.
That's
what it is.
We don't need the platitudes. No card either.
Well, you can put a card in there, write a nice little note, but there's got to be something inside that.
It doesn't need to be there, though.
We'll have to do that, actually. Worst wedding gift, maybe for sometime for a for Carl's Corner. And if anybody's listening to the show and you steal that shit, just trademark it. CH, what's the trademark again?
Copyright Cash Considerations 2022.
Thank you, sir.
There it is.
All right. Let's go around the horn.
That's the MLB thing. No, I'm just kidding.
No. If MLB does it, if Tony takes it and does a segment on it with Iannizzi or with Viscursion or anything, Ariel, that's fine. We're watching all that shit. Just send me a note and say, hey, that was a good idea. We're going to do that. And then you can do it, Tony. That's fine.
Send us a check.
Envelope. I give you a little envelope.
And Tony, you don't got to give me an envelope. You know that. We're all right.
Listen, everybody. I give it to the boys. I give it to the boys then.
Okay, that's fine. Give it to the boys.
I'll take the envelope.
Yeah, send the envelope to the boys. Send the envelope to the boys. We're good. All right, I'm going to go through. We're going to go American League first, and then the National League. All right. I'll start. Mariners at the Blue Jays, 3-game series. Man, I can't decide. I saw this series price, boys. It's like -175. Blue Jays -175. Manoah Castillo, game 1. Still up in the air about game 2. It'll probably be, I would assume, Gossman and Robbie Ray. And then game 3 is going to be likely Gilbert and Stripling. I mean, this is going to be some excellent baseball. Low scoring, 6.5 total. Maybe you might see a 7 with some juice. I don't know who's going to win, but I think the Mariners are live. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go to the baseball expert next. I mean, he's a Yankee fan. Yankees are your team, right? So I forgot to ask you this question. I had it here. New York guy. It's Yankees and then what? Giants and Rangers? Is that how you roll? Or what are your New York teams?
No. So am I going in order of teams or
just give me the team names that you like in New York, because it's one or the other, apparently. I didn't know about this rule.
I go Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, Jets. I'm like a weird one because it's usually like
Jets?
Yeah.
It's usually Yankees, Giants.
Yeah. I'm weird, but I like suffering. If you can't tell, I choose all the suffering route.
I know that.
Yankees get the most championships in all of sports. What the fuck are you talking
but think
about?
Of this way, So I saw one in 2009. That's 8th grade. I can't celebrate in 8th grade. So I haven't seen much.
That's
so
fair.
Like I'm 25 currently.
That's
now is when I want to see the Yankees win. Like at 8th grade, like I'm jumping up in my house, but there's no like we're going to the parade.
Wait a second. You're only 25?
Yeah, 25.
Mature guy.
He's the youngest. I think he's just set the record for the youngest guest on Cash Considerations other than the kids.
Yeah,
Holy shit. Congratulations on that. Who's winning the series? Mariners or Blue Jays?
I got Blue Jays. I like their lineup. The starting pitching is good enough. You got Romano closing it down for the Jays. It'll go 3 though. They'll split. They'll split the first 2. And you know what it is too? Rogers Center, the dome. I think it'll be popping in there. It'll be rocking.
Is it a loud place? You were there, right?
Oh, dude, loud. Yes, loud. Very loud in there.
Okay.
And it's awesome. The ballpark's awesome. So, yeah, I'll go Jays in 3.
CH, Mariners or Blue Jays?
Yeah, I don't know how any of these road teams are going to win 2 on the road, but if anybody does it, man, I hope it's the Mariners. I do.
Right.
I am pulling for the Cinderella team. So I'm going to say the Jays are going to win, but I'm pulling for the Mariners.
All right. Newbie, Mariners, Blue Jays.
I'll do it. I'll take the Mariners because why not? I mean, if you do not live in Toronto or live in Canada and that's your team and you're not pulling for the Mariners, like if you don't have a team alive, then I don't know what you're doing. You're a schmuck. Give me the Mariners. They're live, Dave, like you said. I think they get it home.
Big plus. I think it's worth a shot. And then you can actually bet right now on FanDuel. You can bet a team to win it in 3. So there's a big price for that. It's a bigger price. Yeah, so there's a lot of options available.
Better way to attack Toronto.
Check different books. Yeah, you could bet Toronto in 3. It's a plus money price. So
laying that.
Different options.
Plus 235 on DK.
Plus 235.
Plus 235 on DraftKings for Toronto to win 2-1. That's a nice number. I like that.
Little buck. That's a little buck right there.
That's a lot of options.
Brady, but you know.
No.
Hey, he's got to spend a few dollars right now in the little, divorce stuff. So I don't know.
We'll get to him in a second. Save it. Rays at Guardians. This is a pick'em series, and I don't know who's pitching for the Rays other than McClanahan in Game 1. I don't know. They're going to do a bullpen game. They don't know either. Let's go, Tony. Rays at the Guardians. Who's winning this series?
We're going Guardians. I think it's 2-0 Guardians. Pretty easy for them.
Win them both.
Yeah, easy. Rays lineup not good. Not good. Yeah. Just not good.
Okay.
Right. Cleveland's pitching unbelievable.
Bieber, McKenzie, Quantrill. That's pretty good.
I'll get to the Guardians a little later.
Okay. All right, that's good. All right, I like that. CH?
Yeah, so if they do have to throw a bullpen games work in June and July. They don't work in October, man. Come on. So, plus Tito. I mean, how do I go against Tito? So I got to go with the Guardians, even though I hate the fucking name.
I don't like the name either, but I'm going with the Guardians too. The odds on the Guardians in these World Series exacta bets and in World Series, all this stuff that's out there, it's mispriced. It's because no one is betting them. And people from Cleveland that listen to the show, I really do love you dearly. Between Adam Burke and Keith Frederick and Ralph Michaels and all these people from Cleveland, I would love to see you get one, especially this year, if you know what I'm saying. So at least get through this round. I'm picking Cleveland. Newbie,
I'll tell you what. We're getting blown up. I'm going Guardians, clown name, give me Rays. How about that for reason?
Thank you for making it not a unanimous pick, because our unanimous picks suck in football, so we're not there. Let's go to the National League. We'll go right to it, and we'll go right back to Newbie to kick us off. The Phillies are playing the Cardinals. Yeah. And somehow the Cardinals are just a short favorite. I thought this would be a little bit bigger, to be honest, but we got Wheeler and Nola, and I don't know who they're going to throw in Game 3 if they get there. Noobs, your team's back in the postseason. Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles are rolling. The Sixers are on the cusp of starting the season with all the hopes and dreams of all these fans.
They're not wrong.
I mean, Are you ready? You still won't say it, huh? You still won't say it.
No, I wanted them to get in. Here's the thing, though, Dave. They're going to win this series, and there's no rhyme or reason of why. But they're going to win this series. They're going to get people excited. Oh my God, it's Red October, and then they're going to break all their fucking hearts the next round. But they're going to win this series, Dave. Phils are pulling the upset. It's wild. I don't know how, but it's happening.
Kid from Bensonhurst, Tony. Iannizzi.
It's tough. This is the toughest series for me just because you got Goldschmidt and Arenado on one hand. It's like they're unbelievable. And they got great pitching too. But then it's like the Phillies have this player. I don't know if you guys know his name, Bryce Harper.
I might have heard of him.
I heard of him.
I think it's time for Bryce to be like, I'm Bryce fucking Harper again, like so people remember who he is. So. And you got Schwarber, you got Real Muto, like you got Cigar, like you got good, like they have good ball players. Like I said, if there's two starters, hold up first 2 games. Do I say Phillies sweep? I don't know. We're going Phillies 2-0 here though.
Let's go!
Oh! Yeah, Phillies 2-0.
Shit! Fucking A. Now I got to do a wardrobe change. I got to find my Phil's hat around here. That's got me amped up. Let's go, Tony.
This is good. So we got Phillies, CH.
Break the hopes
do you
and
dare
dreams.
do this? Do you dare do this, Phillies over the Cardinals?
So if this was the Red Sox we were talking about, I know my friend Newbie would, just to piss me off, would go against the Red Sox, and he'd say, "You don't want me to push your team," and blah 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 blah.
Exactly. Good newbie. That's a good newbie.
It is a good newbie, isn't it? It's almost the monkey jizz newbie. I'm gonna go
almost.
I can't go against the Phillies. I can't. I cannot go against the Phillies.
What are we doing here?
I'm putting it on Dave. I'm going with the Phillies.
I can't believe it. We got so many people we got to answer to that listen to the show in Philadelphia and in Reading and in Pittsburgh. I'm actually sick to my stomach. I have to do this. For the team, for the squad. I got to pick the fucking Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to win this series.
God damn it,
I can't do it. I can't let the unanimous jinx come over this. Mic. I would love to see Philly win. Josh Henning was on the show last week. He's a diehard South Philly guy. We're going to get Billy Schwein from the locker room on. Billy's still mad. We talked about him the whole show, and he can't get on the show. Billy, you'll get on the show. Keep listening to the show, Billy.
One day, Billy.
I hope the
one day.
One day. We went and got Tony. I mean, it's one day, Billy. All right. Last series. The kid's he's in Bensonhurst or that other place. What's it called? Dryer Heights?
Tiger Heights.
I don't even know what you said.
Diker.
Whatever.
Dyker. Diker Heights, David.
Diker Heights. Oh, I thought you said Dryer. I didn't know what you said. All right. Anyhow, you don't pronounce all the letters either, just like my guy up in Boston. I don't know. You're going to be there. You're going to be there. Padres and the Mets.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see this line yet. They're almost a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah.
The Mets just choked away. They blew a 10.5 game lead, lost the division. They got to go to wild card route. First, they get the Padres. Then they're going to get the Braves, I think, right? Then the Dodgers, or is it? No.
Oh, you get Dodgers.
Dodgers second. I got the LA stuff on it. Looks pretty good. That's for you, Nelly Buckets. It does look good. This blue and this stuff pops. So they got to go Padres first, then the Dodgers, then the Braves to the World Series. I don't think there's a chance in hell they do all 3 of those. I don't know if they do one. I'm going to let you start. Padres at Mets. Tony, who's winning?
It sounds like it's a tough series, but to me, it's like it shouldn't be a tough series for them. Mets can't hit you, Darvish, which for the Mets cannot hit you, Darvish, is what I don't know. They're like his career numbers against the Mets are great, but I will say you're throwing Scherzer on the mound in game 1, which is confirmed. Now I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is a little.
Wait a second, I got a confirmation from somebody that it was DeGrom. This is breaking news. Scherzer's going game 1.
Scherzer's going game 1.
This is why we got you on the fucking show.
Yeah, Scherzer's game 1, and it's like a little, it's a few things floating out there that if the Mets win Game 1, they want to save DeGrom. So they want to go Bassett 2, say a prayer that they win 2, don't have to use DeGrom until Game 1 against the Dodgers. Or if you lose Game 1, you go DeGrom Game 2. You win Game 1, you lose Game 2, you throw DeGrom Game 3. So,
what if they lose Game 1? They're going to throw DeGrom in Game 2, no?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of like Showalter's juggling it up in the air, playing for this series, but also playing for the next series. I'll go Mets. The Padres. Darvish is good. I guess Musgrove is good. Soto's been terrible since he got there, but he does kill the Mets.
Snell? Why is nobody talking about Snell? What if Snell pitches Game 2?
Since that World Series game where he came off the mound, it's just been downhill. So, I'll go the Mets in 3. I do think they will go 3.
Okay. I'll go second here. I think the Padres win the series. I think Darvish wins Game 1, although now I didn't know that Scherzer was winning or going Game 1. I thought it was DeGrom and then going to be Scherzer in Game 2. So that changes the handicap a little bit. If the Mets win Game 1 and you go with Bassett Game 2, this is definitely going 3 games. I think it's going 3 games anyway. Under, boys, under. If you get Scherzer, Darvish, this is old school aces under that game. Over in Game 2, Sunday, you're on your own. CH, Mets or Padres?
So the under scares me because the managers tend to overmanage in the postseason and they yank the starter really early and you go to the bullpen. But as far as the series goes, you guys know I've been resting up for the last couple of months. I haven't really put it out there, but it's time to start. There's only one team in the wild card round, and here it comes, boys. Hashtag anybody but the Mets. Ooh,
Nets.
Nets just came out automatically.
The Nets.
Fuck the Nets too.
Yeah,
fucking Nets too. That's
in the wild card rounds. In the wild card round, anybody but the Mets. I'm taking the Padres, and Buck, you better watch out because I'm coming after your team this weekend.
Oh, sorry, Mets fans. CH has taken down many teams, one at a time. Hashtag anybody but the Mets is real. Newbie. The newbie mush power is strong, but it's been strong. Broken when you go to the games.
Yeah, it's kind of become
so
a winner.
the hashtag power from CH is very strong.
Much stronger.
Mets or Padres after hearing that?
Yeah, actually, I just want to check in on how that trumpet guy is doing. He sounds like he kind of changed his song that he's been playing recently. Yeah, Mets are done. Feed me the Padres. This guy's playing a new tone nowadays, Dave.
I love it.
That sounds a little different than the one we keep hearing. Timmy is a little slower. It's a little slower version. Yeah, a little mashup, like Iannizzi said. We like mashups and stuff. It's still ship. We're going to the ship. Iannizzi. Ship. Sorry. All right, no ship for the Mets. I like that. All right. College football discussion, you go listen to 8 in the Box. Me and B. Hal do that every single week. It's available on the Cash Consideration Podcast YouTube channel. We break down 6 or 7 games with Newbie, making sure we're there, and then Newbie hits us with a couple prop bets. He's done very well with the Singleton props. Not so much last week, Noobs, because of the rain. The rain got everybody.
Fumbles. If we would have taken his over fumbles, we would have made a lot of money.
That's fine. That happens. But talk about some food and some other stuff on there. But yeah, go listen to that wherever you get podcasts. 8 in the Box. NHL, we got nothing to say. They're playing preseason hockey. That's good. NBA, Ant just said fuck the Nets, and I think that's pretty much sums up our NBA, except for one thing. There's just every single week we're getting closer to the start of this.
I don't even know. Do you hear something?
It's coming up. It's not Ant. Oh. Yeah.
76ers. Stomp your feet. Everybody.
CH disappeared. Ant's closing his eyes. He can't even handle it.
Did you see what Anthony did? He went like this. He went like this.
He was saying they're choking. I think was what he was trying to pant.
Listen,
That's
What,
okay.
is that what you were saying, Tony? Is that what you were saying?
It's okay.
So I don't want to. I'll get into the rivalry I have with the Sixers.
Can't really hear you. Sorry, there's something going on. Man, I just didn't really hear what you were saying there.
We're just
All
kidding.
right, I'm sorry,
We're just
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
No, that was yeah. We're just kidding.
So
We're just kidding.
my girlfriend Daniela, she was a dancer for the Sixers for like 3 years. So there's a little rivalry there.
There's a little humble brag there.
Yeah, that was well done. That was well done. By the way, my girlfriend is gorgeous. Let me just throw that in here.
She was a dancer for the Sixers. She knows the song.
She knows the song.
I hate that song.
That might be your first dance song at the wedding. You know, I don't know.
No chance. I've hated the Sixers my whole life, but
I think you kind of had to.
I had to.
As a Knicks fan, like that's a good
Even though
like
it's
healthy
really not
rivalry.
It's not like a crazy rivalry though. Like
But
where it's like
for people from Philly and from Knicks,
Yeah.
I would argue that is up there for some people, at least back in the day with Celtics rivalries. If you ask the right people, I'm being honest with you.
yeah. I mean, like not my time because like the Knicks Sixers the Sixers stunk for a while. And Knicks
when
stunk
you guys
for a while.
were good, exactly, and now we're good,
But,
and you guys kind of stink.
So it's like the rivalry me and her had was like because my Knicks vote sucked while she did. Like they were in the second round, all this stuff. Trust the process. Ben Simmons stinks. That whole era of the Sixers.
Ben Simmons does stink.
Yeah, he does.
Blasphemy.
He was getting booed at the Barclays Center the other night because he couldn't hit a free throw.
Anybody see the video of Ben Simmons shooting up shots in pregame and he bricks one off and he hits Kyrie in the face?
Yeah.
And you can just tell those guys hate each other.
That's too
so
bad.
glorious. Yeah, too bad, CH.
But the Sixers, that whole division, even the Raptors, there's really no reason for me to hate the Raptors, but I just thought, you hate them because Kawhi sent you sleep. Sixers would have, that year the Sixers would have won the championship. Sixers would have won the championship that year.
I know. Thanks for that.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's going to be all the time we have for Tony tonight. Thanks for coming on.
We didn't even get to the football part of this. So you buried the lead here. So Daniela was a dancer for the Sixers.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come to the wedding. I just decided what I'm going to give you in addition to the envelope.
Yeah, we take extra.
Don't worry about it.
Take extra, Dave.
Oh, it ain't going to be cash. The extra ain't going to be cash.
Maybe a hat or a jersey.
I think you look
Sixers.
real good in a 21 jersey, I think. Real good.
Right.
No.
Whoa, my God.
No.
All right.
No.
21.
That's
21? Who's that?
You know who that is, motherfucker.
I love how I tee it up for you. Knock it out of the
Can't
park.
score without getting to the
that's
free throw
part of
line.
the show.
You can't score without
What'd you
getting to the
say?
free throw line. You can't score without getting to the free throw line.
Hey,
Yeah,
Here we
that's
go.
why he
He's
wears
not wrong.
21 because that's how many free throws he takes a night.
you're not wrong.
Over. Just bet his prop over
Over.
for free
You're
throws.
not
I'll take
wrong.
him on my
I'm
team.
not arguing that.
What is your team? The Knicks?
Yeah, I got the hat on if you couldn't tell.
I mean,
Dave
it's
knows
people
no
that are
loyalty
listening
on the
can't
lids.
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. I mean, you talk about suffering. Are you old enough to remember the Knicks ever being good?
No, only good teams. Good team, I guess I saw was 2012 when they won 54 with Melo. But other than that, in the first the COVID year, no, they've stunk.
Okay. Yeah.
It sucks because they're my favorite team too. So like,
I'll
take them over anybody to win, and
Right.
it's not even to win. It's like if you can give me like 45 wins to 47, like I'm just don't let
Just
me
give you hope.
clock out by
I just want
December.
hope.
Yeah, that's why the whole thing with Randall last year was like, all right, that first year, All NBA second team, and then last year he's telling the fans to fuck off, and you turn on everybody. And then
New York
you
is
tell
a
everybody to
hard
fuck off.
place.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody embraced that guy so much. Where like everybody loved him. Like he could do no
Fooled
wrong.
all of you.
He could go to any
Fooled all of
restaurant in Manhattan, never have to pay a bill, like anything.
Right.
So then when you come back the next year and it's like, all right, I just cashed in for 110. Now screw all you guys. It's like, come on, you know. But it's a new year
Because everybody in New York does this. They chirp, 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 and everybody, the new guys hear it, and it's hard. Like you
No,
got
it's not
guys
hard.
like you who walk in a bowling lane and own it after like a week.
You're
And
stealing
you got
people's bowling balls.
There's I'll get to it. It might take a minute.
Yeah, but I'm not getting paid millions to bowl. He's getting millions to play basketball.
Makes a
So
good
it's
point.
like
He don't need
You're
to
gonna
listen
get
to your shit though.
Yeah, but that's part of the game.
That doesn't give you.
That's like
not part
it's
of
like
the game.
Kyrie Irving taking fines because he doesn't want to talk to the media. But like, dude, it's in your contract to talk to the media, right?
Well, Dave, people only yell at players if they bet their player props. Is what I was told in the media. Is you only yell at players for fantasy.
Taking away all my take a minute. Let's move on to the NFL. All right, let's go to the NFL. Let's do a quick recap, though. This is great because the journey is in the bag. Okay, that's 100% true, and we'll get to that as well. Anthony just shut his camera off. What did he do?
Sorry, I had a
He's back.
Oh, he went to the Jets gear.
That was our first guest. Fucking change. Stand up. Tip the hat to this kid.
Yeah, he's definitely in the running for a major cashy at the end of the year. I can tell you that much.
He already wins.
And with the pink brim. I don't know if you see it with the little pink brim.
Oh, shit. Is that nice? I actually would wear that hat.
Man, that's real nice.
That's nice.
Dave, is there a hat you wouldn't wear?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Baltimore Ravens team
hat. I
hat.
thought that was on the list. Philadelphia Flyers has never been on this head ever. I'm not sure I could do it. Hey, I don't think I'm ever going to wear that hat. No. Quick recap. If you had under in Seattle, Detroit, under 92.5 points scored, you lost because they scored fucking 93. Well done, CH, with that. Our friends at Wager Talk, Carmine Bianco, who was on Bostonian versus the book with me and Peralt, and we're going to eventually get on here, I think, at some point. And Adam Trigger, another friend of us, we got to meet at the Wager Talk meet and greet. They split first and second place prize in the circa, which was $150,000 for first, $60,000 for second. They went 18-1-1, picking 5 games a week, 4 weeks in a row, 4 weeks in 18-1-1 and split $105,000 a piece. Go find both of them on Twitter and follow them. You can watch them on Wager Talk. We do the show's newbie producers there. That is just an amazing accomplishment. CH, do you have the results from our picks last week? I think if you add them all up.
I don't think we have that.
I think there was an error in the spreadsheet this week, and it didn't really work very well. The only thing I know is that we didn't do well on the unanimous picks, and we did push 2 games. Other than that, I think all the records were scrubbed yesterday.
First 2 pushes of the year. Our unanimous picks, I know we went 0-2. We stand at 3-6 on unanimous picks.
Nice.
No pressure, Anth, but when you go last, you better be fucking sure that you want to make it a unanimous pick for the listeners, for the viewers, because it usually results in an automatic fade because we stink. With the
we had different guests on too, so I'm starting to
find
out the denominator might be the top 3 boxes here. just
100%. If we're going to have Tony back on the show. I mean, the wardrobe change just already iced that. So whether you pick good or not, Tone, it don't matter. You're coming back on the show.
Listen, I had a hot week 4.
Oh,
hot, like week 4.
So we're staying hot.
Yeah, week 4 we were scorching. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving.
Okay, no pressure. All right, no pressure then. First game out of the gate on the list: Buffalo minus 14 points at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the start of the Kenny Pickett era. People I know at Sportsbook Consigliere keep tweeting at me, but like I have television and I have people too that tell me that like Pickett's in. I already knew that. Thank you very much. I'll go first. All right. I was going to pick Buffalo. I was until South Dakota Mike. I met him in the book on Monday. He's a professional, very smart, bad guy. Moving money. Money. Says, Dave, He says, first of all, he comes up to me and goes, shouldn't you be doing a TV show somewhere? I see you on TV every day. I follow you all over the place. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I said, I'm in between shows. Why? He said, I really enjoy the content. I said, listen to the Cash Consideration Show. Follow it on YouTube. You can find it along with all the other stuff. He's like, I watch Bostonian versus the Book. I love you on MLB. And I watch Sports Grid with you and Cam and Gabe. I said, good. You watch everything. I got nothing else right now. He said, get your Pittsburgh stuff out. They're covering. He said they may actually even sneak an upset on the money line. I said, what did you say your name was again?
You were like, why do you smell like weed so much? Jesus Christ.
No, listen, I'll paint a picture for you. South Dakota Mike, I actually, after we exchanged information, realized I had been taking his plays for years.
Oh, shit.
Yes. And I was like, wait, that's the name? That's how you say it? Because just like Iannizzi, it's not pronounced as it looks. And I was like, oh, this guy. Not that anybody knows shit, because I say all the time that nobody knows shit, but South Dakota Mike put it in my head. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get the Pittsburgh stuff out, and I'm going to take the 14. That was a roundabout way of saying I'm taking the dog. Tony, that's how it works. You're next. You got the Jets hat on. We'll get to that game in a second. Layin or Takin 14 points.
So my first question to you is, who did the Steelers play?
I asked you the question.
Oh, I just got one before I give you this pick. Who did the Steelers lose to last week?
I love this kid. I love this kid like a son. I do. I really do. Like a little brother that I have.
They
lost to the Jets. The Jets. 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 That was for you.
Yeah.
And right. Daniela.
So
I hope the Sixers
with that being said, I'll take the Steelers plus 14 here. Yeah. Mike Tomlin's a good coach. He's top 5 in the league. Najee Harris, he's got to come to life eventually. Yeah. I mean, just 14's a lot. Just to see a Tomlin's team get blown out.
Points.
It's too many. No, it's too many. Now, I will say the Bills have been a little weird. I mean, they should have lost to the Ravens, so they're not the Bills that we saw the first 2 weeks.
Right.
So this could possibly be a little backdoor cover, fourth quarter. Pickett gets in there, but I'll take the plus. I'll take them to cover.
All right. So, you said the Ravens should have won last week. I got someone here that thinks the Ravens should have won and covered last week. Newbie was a little bit upset. He's still upset about this shit. Newbie, you still upset about that scoring?
Oh, no. I always think it's interesting that these games that push seem to be the games that the push favors the man curating the spreadsheet is all I'm saying. I don't know if there's any hanky-panky going on.
I don't make the numbers.
I know.
I don't make the numbers. Go back and listen to the tape, dude. The line was 3 on Wednesday night.
I'm just messing.
All right. 14 noobs later taking
you guys stole my thunder because I, too, wanted to take Pittsburgh. I thought it was going to be the big shocker, and I'm going to. I mean, this is a proud franchise. And this is Dave, isn't this the biggest dog that they've ever been? I mean, at least in recorded.
Long time.
Yeah, in a long time.
Long time.
It makes you sick to your stomach, but I feel like you have to take the 14. I
don't think it has to make you sick to your stomach.
It does make me sick to my stomach.
Well, guess who's going to be sick to their stomach right now? CH, right out of the gate, you get to go last with the unanimous choice.
There's no shot he picks the Steelers.
Are you laying or taking? It pains you. You're either going to make this unanimous choice and take the Steelers, or you're going to smile and say, I'm laying 14 with the Buffalo Bills, Mr. Patriot guy.
The family pot. The family pot. Don't forget that.
Oh, man. I was taking Buffalo all along. I'm worried about them being up by 20, and then Wilson Pickett throwing a na. By the way, Pete Schrager, thanks for stealing my Wilson Pickett this week. Pete Schrager, good morning football. What the fuck? Thanks for listening, Pete. You can come on the show anytime you want and try to defend yourself. But I am taking Buffalo. I'm going to be scared to death of a backdoor cover, but I cannot in any reasonable way see Pittsburgh staying close in this game.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna lay
Pittsburgh
the
fucked
points.
us as unanimous last week, just so we all remember that.
Just get that out of the way.
Right. They've all
we didn't
fucked
want to
us
get
as
in
unanimous.
trouble. We didn't want to get in trouble with the copyright people and all that other stuff by playing any Wilson Pickett songs. But Newbie, what is there a song that you can find in the board maybe that would kind of bring a little Steeler mojo?
It might
to
bring
the
CH
table?
around.
We're from the town with a great football team. We cheer the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We're a very musical show, Tony. This is
I love
what we
it.
do.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
Giants
happening here. Kid's got all the buttons. Yes, stay with us here. Stay with us.
CH
All
is
right.
loving the new option of just turning his video off, by the way.
It's
I love
fantastic
it.
for
It's
people
easier than going
watching
like
the
this.
show. I like the fade to black instantly move rather than putting your hand over it. But you can do whatever you want because you're up there in the lair up there. Second game. Boy, oh boy. I don't even know what to make of this. Tampa Bay is -8.5 against Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons are the only undefeated team against the spread. If you haven't heard that on a show, you haven't been listening to any shows because everybody's been saying it that Atlanta is 4-0 against the spread in the NFL. The only team to be 4-0 against the spread in the NFL. They're getting 8.5 points. And boy, oh boy. Newbie, what's that music when you start to think and you start to hear all those things, those voices in your head, and those where you like your Carson Wentz music? Like what's that? Thinking about Tom today. I really am. Because seriously, like she told him, I'm leaving, I'm out. That's it.
Gave him one of
you
these.
wonder why she gave him one of those. That's it. She gave him one of those. And I mean, it's nothing to make fun of, but that's why his face is getting sunken in, and that's why all this stuff's happening. He left for 11 days to try to keep it all together, and I think it was nothing keeping together. It was time to go. So now he's got to bring all that stuff and leave it off the field. CH, we'll go to you first because you went last time. Tom Brady -8.5. Newbie hit the button. Thank you, sir. A little late on the trigger.
It wasn't that late.
That was quick.
No, it was
that
actually
wasn't
pretty.
bad.
I mean, for as long as it's been the
That was
last
good.
couple of weeks.
8.5. Layin or Takin? CH.
I think this could be one of those weeks where he just says, fuck it. Everybody knows now. I don't have to hide it. I don't have to worry about it. This could be a 50-13 game. Fuck it. I'm going with Tom. He's burned me 2 weeks in a row. But I'm going with I just said Tom. Does that count?
No, it didn't. But
Brady.
I thought you were going to say
Quick on the
Brady.
trigger.
So that
You
was
got
on
him.
me. I was short on the
That's a
trigger. Now I'm
flag.
quick on the trigger.
Throw all
I'm
stars
going with
dead
Brady.
early.
Going with Brady in the Bucks, laying the points.
God. All right. Kid from Bensonhurst. Tony. You seen
So,
Brady
I'm
enough
not-
in your life?
I don't want
Layin
to
or
say his
Takin?
name. I don't want to say his name because he's handed my team many losses.
Yeah,
That's right.
But with the news came out, with Giselle kicking him to the curb, there's a chance Brady breaks the touchdown record this weekend, and I'm not joking. I said Brady. I didn't say. I didn't want to say it. There's a chance.
He got the button.
There's a chance that he just absolutely destroys the Atlanta Falcons defense. And this game's not close. It could be 8.5, 9.5, 10.5, 11.5, 12.5. You could climb it all the way up. Take the alternate line, 14. Now they are going to beat the living piss out of them. -8.5 is free money if you want it this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Newbie,
4-0 is gone.
Newbie's-
That 4-0 Falcons
Newbie's
stuff
gone
is-
last already, right? Newbie, you've gone last? You were last
no,
for
this
the
is my,
first
this is
game,
my
right?
first. This is my first going last, I believe.
Oh, will be?
I mean,
Okay.
it might be.
I'll jump in then. I'll let you be last, but I'm not gonna put you on the hook for the unanimous.
You can put me.
I'll
on
be the
hook for
sucker.
unanimous. Don't worry.
No. I'll be the sucker. I'm taking Atlanta. I think Atlanta's competitive. I think Atlanta's better than people think. And this number's high because it has to be a teaser number. So if I'm a rhombus or a parallelogram or a square or a pro or a Joe, I don't know. But I'll go with Atlanta plus the points. 8.5 for the official record keeping thing. So when they win by 8, we all know it's not a push. It's 8.5. CH, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying 8.5. Newbie, Layin or Takin? 8.5.
I like how it's become a CH thing when it's 100% me. That was like bitching about the game.
It's the PA guys.
I appreciate that. But no, I mean, Dave, you didn't have to put me on because I'm taking the points with Atlanta too. And the thing about Tom Brady, and I'll give him his check there, he won't beat the touchdown record because that touchdown record is held by Nick Foles, his kryptonite. So there ain't no way he's beating a record of Nick Foles. He had his best statistical game ever and lost to Nick Foles. I like the thinking there, but I will say, Dave, Tom Brady will win this game, but not cover. Been spending most our lives living in the teaser's paradise. Yeah, they're going to win this game by hook or by crook, Dave. Take them down. That's what everyone keeps thinking about these teasers, that you got to go up. You know what I mean? The Wong teasers work the both ways. The Wong teasers have sucked recently, by the way, so I'm going to go some off the regular. But we get to go down through 7. We get to go down through 6. We get to go down through 3. Take it to 2.5. They win the game by the field goal. Give me Atlanta in the teaser. Tampa Bay on the side. Or the spread.
Atlanta up.
No, I'm not teasing Atlanta at all. I'll give you the second leg late.
Tampa down.
Sorry, that was confusing.
Okay,
I just meant for the show purposes so that I could bitch at CH about it. And he can be like, what the fuck,
okay,
man?
That's fine.
What did I do?
All right.
Now I'm confused who you even took. So whatever it is, I'm just marking you down for a loss now.
I deserve that. CH.
I wasn't sure where we were going to go with the Coolio after his passing last week. R.I.P.
No, we pay an homage
Coolio.
to him every time. Every time you hear it in your car, pour some out for Coolio.
Pour one out. All right. Let's pour one out here. Miami, -3. Is this game at the Jets? This game is at the Jets. Miami is laying 3 at the Jets. No Tua. His head was scrambled, and they let him play anyway, and it got worse. We got Teddy Bridgewater. I can't believe the line's -3. The total's 44. It's up to 46 in some places right now. Let me check this. I got to hit refresh right now. 46. Wow.
46.
Expecting a high-scoring game 46. There. Okay. Yeah, 3 and 46. Is it my turn to go first? No, CH's turn to go first. I think it's CH's turn to go first. Sure. CH. Anthony's going last. Tony gets last crack at this.
Sit back.
Yeah. He's just going to sit and wait. I mean, we already know what he's going to pick. It's painfully obvious, but that's fine.
It's like he's wearing it on his sleeve.
So, he's wearing it on his hat. He's wearing it all over the place. He's probably got the Jets green underwear stuff, too. We'll have to ask Daniela about that. I know she's going to listen to the show. I'm so excited to meet her now that I know she's a Sixers dancer, former Sixers dancer.
Don't make me do the song again, Dave.
No. At any point, you have full carte blanche to blast it at any point you want. CH Layin or Takin Miami -3 at the Jets. Jets fresh off their win in Pittsburgh. Mother, that hurts.
I know. And you know what else hurts is no matter which team I say, I'm going to throw up in my mouth a little bit because I can't. Just the thought of the first 2 years of doing the show, I don't think we had to talk about the New York team.
We didn't even talk about the Jets. Not once. No,
I don't think so. I don't think so. But as much as it pains me to say this, I'm going to take the New York team and take the points. Ugh.
Holy fuck.
Makes me sick.
Dave,
the Jets.
I'll go next because we might we'll see what you say. We'll leave him for last. We might be working on a unanimous. I love the Jets in this spot.
Oh, no.
I love the Jets in this spot. Give me that, because here's the thing is, people think, Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy covering, all that good shit, but like the Jets, they looked good last week. And I know, you can say Steelers, whatever, they haven't been good, but like they've been hoping that they have a little bit of edge. It's going to be at home. This fan base finally has something to cheer about. Miami's kind of limping in. Miami's kind of like under fire even when you think about, what went on with McCarthy, all of that shit. Give me the Jets, Jets. And CH, I told you that it was going to be like not very conventional. Been spending most of our life living in the teaser's paradise. Fuck you, Stanford Wong, you keep screwing me living in the teaser's paradise. We're going to take the extra points just in case. We're going to take them back. That's what we're parrying.
I'm back.
Where the hell did Dave go?
I'm back. I'm back. I went to look for the Jets hat. I couldn't find the Jets hat. So did you pick the Jets?
I picked the Jets, and they're also the other teaser leg, Dave. Screw the Stanford Wongs. Give me them at 9.5 as well. Give me the 3. Give me them up. That's how we're doing it. We're pairing that with Tampa Bay down.
Okay. So I was looking, I was yelling, I was throwing hats all over the place. I can't find it. I picked up a Jets hat at the lid store here on Discount Rack because they beat the Steelers. I had to wear the Jets hat.
You had to.
I'm making hat bets now on all these shows that I do, and I had to wear the Jets hat. All right. So CH picked the Jets. Newbie picked the Jets. Tony gets to go last. Our unanimous record is 3-6 on the season. Over the course of last year, wasn't good either. We finally always started out bad, but we came back. We made it out of the hole last season. We did. I'm doing it. Jets, Jets, money line. Fuck the 3.
We're taking them every way.
Taking them to win the game. So this kid got to come on and say it right now. Tony Iannizzi. Jets +3. You can take the points. You can. You can take Miami and make sure it's not a unanimous pick and, do that. It's up to you, sir. Miami -3, Layin or Takin. Tony.
All right. So I'll start on this. The 2 Jet wins this year, I've taken the Jets plus the points. We have 3 people here at 75% that are on the Jets right now. So if I'm hearing the unanimous, like I speak all this team player stuff. So I'm with the fucking boys. We're slamming the Jets.
Let's go!
Slamming the Jets Sunday. I have a few here. Elijah Moore touchdown guaranteed. I promise you. Michael Carter, write them down. Put them in the spreadsheet because they're slamming.
This is great. This is fucking nobody's ever done this before.
This is amazing.
We could bring back toss up here. Elijah Moore
coming home. Zach Wilson coming home. First game at MetLife in the worst stadium in all of America because that stadium stinks. It's going to be a rout. No, this game's a rout. Miami's 2 corners are out. Xavier Howard's a little hurt. Teddy Bridgewater does play well against the Jets, but I'm really not worried about him. All you got to do is contain those 2 receivers, doing a little waddle, and then the Tariq Hill giving the peace sign. But once you take care of those guys, the Jets is the play. Garrett Wilson, the Jets the play. It's easy.
Are you going? Are you going? Are you going to be there?
No, I hate MetLife Stadium. No, I hate Lebanon. I will never go.
Okay. All right.
No, I'll be at Citi Field potentially anyways for Mets Padres game 3, maybe, depending on the time. But hopefully I'm home. And also, I want to see the Jets win to be 3-2 for the first time in 7 years, maybe. So
in your lifetime, let's be honest, you ain't seen them with a winning record this early in the season, have you?
No, relax. I've seen them go to championship game twice. I remember those. 2016.
Sanchez.
Sanchez, baby, number 6. The GOAT.
I loved Sanchez when he was in Philly.
Dude, my favorite quarterback of all time.
I made shirts and everything of Sanchez. It had his number on it, and then it had a little hat and a mustache, and I sold him. It said Dirty Sanchez on it. I sold him in the parking lot. I got cops that confiscated them. They were like, you don't have a permit to sell this here. A week later, I saw a cop wearing one of them. I was like,
that guy put it on?
Yeah.
Son of a... Did you just say he's the best?
Ryan has a tattoo of his wife wearing the Sanchez jersey.
Yeah, baby.
I don't even...
We're going Jets. We're going Jets.
Zach Wilson's going to win this game, and then down the line, he's going to pull his MILF powers and get Giselle. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Too soon.
What's this?
Too soon.
I'm sorry.
Too soon.
Not too soon. I think it's perfect timing. Nice, perfect. You hit it when it hurts. So we're all in.
Stop that shit right now.
We're all in.
We wonder why we suck at the unanimous picks. We just made the fucking New York Jets unanimous pick. No wonder we suck at this.
Hey,
Yeah, but the
tide's got to turn.
guaranteed
The
it.
tide has to turn. The tide
Elijah
has to
Moore
turn.
touchdown. I love.
Put the
Buddy,
Malloy on.
guaranteed.
All right, we got the Malloy.
Elijah Moore's a guarantee, by the way.
Elijah Moore touchdown for real?
Guaranteed. I promise you.
Okay. Boy, oh boy.
Shit's hit.
We're clipping that. We're going to blast that all over
You
social
clip
media
that.
of it when it
You
does
clip
it.
that.
We're
Well,
going to put it
blast
out.
because it's hitting.
All right, let's go New England. -3 against Detroit. New England Patriots -3 at home versus they're still the Detroit Lions, right? They're not like the Detroit Bills or the Detroit Chiefs. They're still the Detroit Lions. This line is -3. Newbie, I'm going to let you kick us off, and then I'm going to go second. We're going to go right back to the kid from Bensonhurst, Tony, and then we're going to save CH for last.
Well, I have
-3.
I had to cross-examine CH and just like, what do we think about this Zappy guy? Like CH, do we like him?
Oh.
I told you last week that if they had started Zappy, I would have had a different take on the game than.
And I feel like
Brian
it helped them
fucking
though,
Hoyer.
saying that they were starting Hoyer and then putting Zappy in.
If Zappy was starting the game, I would have taken the Patriots and the points last week.
All right.
But
All right.
he didn't start, and then they went. I'll get to it in a minute.
All right,
But
so-
that's how
so-
I feel about Zappy.
I wanted to get your thoughts because I only saw clips of the game and everything because I was at the Birds game, so
Right.
I only saw little clips and whatever. The one part that kind of worries me was like the touchdown where the delay of game. So like, should that game been as close as it was? Like, I'm not debating any of that. Like, whatever whatever happened. Detroit's buzzing though. Like, I think as far as all the games, Dave, this is the hardest one for me to pick.
Wow, really?
It really is. Like, I could see Detroit winning outright, but I don't know. It's tough to go in there. Give me New England. This is a tough game to pick. I'll lay the points with New England.
This is pretty easy for me.
Really?
Last week, I thought Dallas -3 against Washington last week was just a bad line. I said I must be, again, I don't know what shape, circle, oval, square, rhombus, parallelogram. -3 is wrong. I don't care who's playing quarterback, but I like that Zappy's playing quarterback. This seems too easy, and sometimes those too easies come in wrong as well. Patriots -3. Push it in. Tony, Patriots -3 against Detroit.
The
Lions I
Lions
just
are
picked
that,
your team.
the Lions are that annoying team this year where like they could be down by like 75 points and then like the fourth quarter starts and like, all right, boom, we got a game. Like they just make their way back into every game. But unfortunately on Sunday, they're not going into Foxborough. They're not going to beat Belichick. We'll take the Patriots. We'll take -3. I hate New England. They're out of every team, I can't stand them the most. But like, Jared Goff, is he good? No, but he's been good this year. Like he's like his top 5 fantasy quarterback right now.
Yeah.
But Belichick, they'll disguise it. No, I'm comfortable with it. New England -3. Zappy, I mean, he's better than Mac Jones. He's better than Hoyer. So we'll take him there. So I'll take New England here. This is fairly easy.
CH. I mean, again, you're in a conundrum, a little bit of a quandary right
conundrum.
now. I mean, right?
It's
It's at -3. And look at Newbie. He's doing the face. He's doing the
I'm just intrigued because I know it's not fun being in that position.
It's
And
not.
New England won't
It's
go 1
not.
and 4. New England also won't go 1 and 4.
Good point.
Like it just.
I mean,
can't
you have
do
all the facts. You have the three of us picking it. CH, you laying or taking with the
Yep.
Patriots.
So have most of the facts. The other fact that we haven't talked about yet that I tweeted out earlier today and said Patriots by 1 million on Sunday is why?
Uniforms.
Because of this guy.
Yeah, Pat the Patriot.
We're going
Wearing the
old school
unis.
this week.
Those are
We're wearing the
tight.
old school
Yeah, those are
red
tight.
unis with Pat the Patriot white helmets.
I know where that one's at.
it's-
Hold on.
I'm outlining this one now that I know that, CH. Give me,
now I gotta-
give me them.
Now I got to stretch, right? I got to stretch this out while Dave digs through the hat cave.
Do you hear him yelling at his family in the background?
I can.
Yeah.
He's got to be sweating.
There is no doubt in my mind. There is no doubt in my mind that
I
wearing
got a
the
band
old
that's
school-
from Boston. This is a band that's from Boston. We're all
Oh,
Boston up.
Guster, yeah, there you go. There you go.
You're wearing the red?
Oh, they're wearing the red with the white Pat the Patriot helmets. They're going Grogan's era.
My God.
It's going to be
going
amazing.
right now. I'm going right now to bet. I'm going right now. I go bet them before the casino closes. I mean, before the book closes. That they're winning. They're 100% win. They're not losing in those fucking uniforms. There's no way. There's no way.
It was funny when I turned my hat around to go Boston. Tony looked over his shoulder. He's like, "Do I got anything?" He thought about it for 1 second. He's like, "I don't got no fucking Boston shit in me."
There is no chance this kid got anything.
I looked to see if I had anything remotely.
He was like, even like red something.
Nothing.
I got
nothing.
Dave, random water cooler stat.
I got Carl Hascall. That's about
Those are
it.
nice. Yeah, those are Pat the Patriot style right there.
Those are nice. Holy shit.
Random water cooler stat because people love shit like this. So the 10 highest scoring games in NFL history, Jared Goff has been a part of 3 of them. So all the dude does is like put up fucking points. I just thought that was a pretty cool
and lose.
He
and
loses
lose.
those
Yeah,
games.
and factor that into. He loses too, but they score.
Wow. Okay.
This isn't going to be
that was good. Is this 45.5? You like over?
I like under.
I like under.
Yeah.
I like under. Anthony says under too. Tony says two-handed.
Detroit's not going to be in a dome this week. You know what I mean? That's they got that fast.
What's the weather looking like there?
Yeah, I know it's going to be nice the next couple of days, but that doesn't matter. I think it's going to be 50s, maybe chance of rain. I'm looking right now. This app sucks. Right. Yeah, we're looking at Sunday, 61 and sunny. Actually, very nice day for New England.
Football weather. That's good. All right.
Now let's just leave that one alone.
We'll go out to the desert now. The Philadelphia Eagles. Jeez, is this line? This line's 5?
Yeah,
5 at Arizona. Total 49 or 49.5 in some places. We'll let Tony kick this one off. You Layin are taking the best team in football. I mean, at least in the NFC, is the Philadelphia Eagles. -5 late start in Arizona. Sir, you taking the Cardinals? Who you got?
This is a tough one.
Very tough.
I can't figure out the Arizona Cardinals still. Like I just week 1 they throw the dud against the Chiefs. Week 2 they get the comeback against the Raiders. So it's like they show spurts where they're good. They show spurts like, all right, we're not good. But this week, Eagles going cross country, going Philly to Arizona. Tough matchup. I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut says take the Cardinals.
Wow.
+5. Yeah, is
Daniela a Eagles fan too?
She couldn't. Sports related. She just likes to dance.
Oh,
she's from Staten Island. Like she's from.
All she wants to do is dance.
Yeah, she's Staten Island. So
okay.
But Eagles win the game. It's just a matter of.
You're calling your shot. Eagles win. Cardinals cover.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do my job here for all of you Eagle fans, all you listeners. We played a song early on, Fly Eagles Fly. We fight for victory. Well, what else we do here for me is I pick against the Eagles every single week, thinking this will be the week they lose, and all they do is keep winning. So I'm going to go the same situation. I'm going to ride with my boy, Tony. And I'm taking the Cardinals plus the points, +5 for the team. CH, we got to save the kid for last. It's his team. He's a season ticket holder. He's a big fan. Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Eagles -5.
So sitting here in week 5, I'm going to say that this is not going to be the first game that the Eagles play in. Or it will be the first. It will not be the last game that they play in Glendale, Arizona this year.
Give me little goosebumps.
Getting the goosey.
Where's the Super Bowl this year, CH, for the people that don't know?
It's in Glendale, Arizona.
Okay.
Same place this game is. We'll be there.
Do you think Sirianni is telling the boys, like, we'll be back? Do you think he's saying, let's go win there this week and then we'll be back?
Did you see Sirianni on with Pat and the boys today?
Yeah.
I did not yet. No.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. He's starting to grow on me, Sirianni. He's growing on me. I still haven't got past the fertilizer and all that bullshit from last year. But I'm still
Italian. He's Italian.
That's what I'm saying.
I forgot about this, too.
The Paisan. He's one of us. So
That's what I'm saying.
Forgot about the rock, paper, scissors. To be clear, I'm laying the points. Give me the Eagles.
Laying it. Man, here's the thing, Dave. Trips to the desert haven't gone well for the Eagles as of late. Last time the Eagles won outright in Philadelphia, 2001.
Arizona.
2001. Yeah, sorry, in Arizona. Last time that they won outright in Arizona, making the trip, 2001. And they play, so what? They've played 01, 02, 05, 08, 11, 12, 13. About like half of those were in Arizona.
Damn, that's a lot of games.
Yeah, and they haven't won in Arizona since 2001. Right. So that worries me a little bit, but all this rah bullshit people are talking about, this is the team that's finally going to get them. What? Because Kyler Murray runs around like his fucking hair's on fire and with his little cell phone and everything. Yeah. Like, dude.
Little odd player.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, I love watching this team. The team's super fun. It should be a fun game to watch, but I think the game that the Eagles more likely lose is prime time against Dallas. I think they go out and take care of business. We'll get to it next week. I think they go out and take care of business. I think they cover this spread. I think this is going to be one of those games where the Eagles make yet another statement and everyone's like, oh, shit. And then all the Skip Baylesses of the world, when they lose to the Cowboys in their bye week, are going to be like, we told you they were frauds. We told you they were frauds.
All right.
I'm laying it with my guy CH. I'm with you. Philadelphia by 5.
That's a good split. All right. Baltimore -3 against Newbie. Can you remind me who they're playing against? The Baltimore Ravens are -3
the Bengals,
at home.
They're going to come as you want to roam around the world.
Tony,
that's the Go-Go's.
Well, them too.
Is it the Go-Go's?
Yeah.
No, you're right. It is the Go-Go's, but they're
Rome is the B-52s.
I think. Bands. I think hot female bands. Go-Go's, Bengals. I'm sorry, Dave.
It's the Bengals, and Tony, for a couple years now we've been doing this show, and Newbie just cannot and will not, and he tries, he cannot say Bengals. He says Bangles every time.
So weird. Bengals doesn't sound right.
So when you go to pick this game, if you pick the Ravens, you can say Ravens. If you pick the Bengals, you have to say Bengals. All right? No pressure.
So before I give the pick, do you say eggs or do you say eggs?
What's the second word?
Eggs.
Egg. So there's a lot of people that I know who say like, "Oh, can I get eggs?" I'm like, "What the fuck is an egg?"
What the fuck is that? Get away from me.
But there's people who say that. Oh, they say leg. That's like LAG. That's like, no, bro,
leg.
It's leg.
No, it's leg.
I'm aware. I'm well aware. But there's a lot of people who just mess it up, or like it's like the New York thing. It's like chocolate, vanilla. Like,
dude, people in Australia, when they say no, they say no. Like they add an R into no. So these people don't know what.
You just gotta grow up. You just have to grow up.
No.
Several people grow up.
Tone, do you say water or water?
I say water.
Water, right?
Wood.
Like this.
Yeah, I don't say water. Like I hate those people say, "Oh, water. Can I get a glass of water?" Like, shut up.
It's just water. All right.
Yeah,
well,
water.
you got Bengals.
Water. Maybe a little water.
You got water. You got Bengals or you got Ravens?
Just talking about water. Hour 30 into the show.
That's all right. No, go ahead. Hey. Before he gives his pick, Newbie, we're an hour 30 in. What do we need right now?
This is an over show, boys.
And I've been nice on the board tonight.
Thanks, Casey.
All right, definitely an over show. Thanks, Casey. Go ahead, Tony.
I'm ready. Oh, I know.
-3. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry. No.
So you guys fucking
my
done?
fault. Thank you. No, we're done. Go ahead. That's my fault. I talked when you were supposed to talk.
This one's fairly easy to me. The Ravens are frauds. Harbaugh consistently loses games. Like it just he goes. I think he goes out of his way to lose games at this point. The Bengals +3. Jamar Chase be gritting all over that field. The boys will get ready. Yeah, they'll be doing the gritty. This is easy to me. This is Joe Burrow. Like, all right, we're the Bengals. Start off the season a little cold, 0-2. Make their way back. The boys are going to be hot now. Joe Burrow, fucking Icy Joe with the Cartier glasses. This is an easy one for me. This is +3.
Wow. Geez, that was well done. CH, follow that. He called the Ravens frauds.
No, they're frauds.
He said the Bengals +3 is easy.
He knows
what
that
do you
as a Patriots fan. He knows they're frauds.
I do know they're frauds. I like beating up on them. It's a lot of fun when we beat up on them. Of course, they did lose to them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say they hung 38 on you, the Patriots.
Yeah, they did. You know why? It's because the Patriots aren't that good, Dave. That's why.
Believe me, I understand. Neither of the Steelers.
Breaking news.
You need that
Patriots up in the division. What can you say? You saw that last.
Yeah. I think
Really
the hangover might be. I think that the hangover might be. They may have solved the hangover. The Bengals. By the way, it is the B-52s at Sing Rome. If you want to. By the way, I hate the B-52s. I'm going with the Bengals. Give me the points.
Newbie?
It's 3 points, newbie. 3, not 3.5 or 2.5. It's 3.
3.
I
Just like
saw
the
there was
Miami
a 3.5.
game, just like the
They
Patriots
printed
game.
my ticket wrong, Dave. There's a 3.5 up there. They
It's
printed my
3.
ticket wrong. Well, I'm going to the Love Shack. That's also the Bengals, right? CH. But I'm with you. I'm going Cincinnati here. I'm going with the Bengals. That's the way to go. And Dave, I told you it's not conventional this week. Been spending most our lives living in the teaser's paradise. Man, we're going, man, they're frauds all night and living in the teaser's paradise. Yeah, I mean, give me the 9, correct? 9? Or is there a hook
that would be 9.
here? All right, yeah, give me the 9.
6-point teaser.
Yeah.
3 plus 6 is 9.
I'm just making sure. I just wanted to make sure. Give me the 9 with Cincinnati. Like I said, Dave, we're going off the reservation because I don't know what happened. That like year after year, all these like just teasing through the key numbers have been money, and now it just isn't. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's not just you can print free money. So I'll give you another leg a little bit later, but we're going Cincinnati.
Okay. Cincinnati.
Yeah, but
And,
what about the 3, newbie?
Yeah, and give me the 3 too. Sorry.
The 3. He's taking the 3. He's taking the teaser
the 3
side.
in the Love Shack.
Love Shack,
you guys-
baby.
You guys
This is
seen
why we
it?
can't do the show. It's after midnight. This is why we can't do the show
Yeah, this
after
is what
midnight. We get
happens,
all
Dave.
punchy.
We're almost done. Thanks
Vibes are
for
high.
listening.
No, the
Let us
vibes are high.
hang-
Vibes are high
Listen
in
on
here.
1.5. Listen on speed 1.5. It's actually even funnier sometimes. You guys have seen these. These are my listening glasses. They're not my
Icy
wife's
Joe.
glasses. Yeah, they're Icy Joe glasses. I'm going to coin them that. Thank you, Tony. I'm stealing that from you. We're going to make this unanimous. We haven't had a unanimous choice in a little while. I mean, we're going to do it.
3
Tony said
teases,
it's
3
easy. It better
unanimous.
be fucking easy. We got to overcome the unanimous jinx.
I love
Bengals
this.
win
We're firing.
outright. I'm taking the 3 though, in case we push. But I think the Bengals win the game. Fuck the frauds.
Can't believe in
Ravens.
jinx. You can believe in a mush, but you can't believe in a jinx.
Fair.
Can believe in a mush. Can't believe in a jinx.
Can
That's
confirm
like Bronx
believing in
Tale
the
shit,
mush. Yeah.
right?
Nah, the
Newbies
mush.
proven this.
The mush.
Yes, the mush.
Mush, I'm all in
Last
on.
game. Last game, boys. Kansas City's -7. 7 against the Raiders. The Raiders won last week against Danger Russ. I took that from Dubsy today. He called him Danger Russ because of Danger
He stinks.
Sandwich and the Russ. He stinks. Well, I think the Raiders stink. I'm going first. Kansas City -7. I don't care. Again, the Chiefs, they're coming off a hard game. Tampa, You saw them plays they do inside the 10? Do you see Mahomes like throw it behind his back and there's somebody there? Mahomes, the Chiefs. This one's fucking easy. Laying 7. CH, you're next.
Yeah, I'll be going to bed at halftime this week because this one's going to be over early. Give me the Chiefs. Lay this one all the way up to probably 13.5.
Noobs, we're going to save the last game for the kid last. You're next, newbie. Chiefs -7 against the Las Vegas Raiders, who you flew all the way out to see the Eagles lose to in person.
Yeah, that's
Monday
sucked,
night,
Dave.
51. Chiefs.
Give me Kansas City down. They're definitely winning this game. The wild thing is, though, this is one of those Monday Night Football games where the weird shit happens. I think it ends up being weirdly close late.
No.
Do I got to make it a unanimous? Because no, give me the Raiders plus 7.5. But I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
The line is 7.
Oh, shit.
It's 7. He's trying to move the line. Did you see the Philly guy try to move the line on us right here?
He's moved a number once or twice.
Living in the teaser's paradise.
Forget the teaser. Newbie, your official pick with the plus 7 or minus 7 is who? And yes, you're supposed to say Kansas City to put the onus on Tony to make it unanimous.
Once I realize that I fucked up the number again, I'll go Kansas City just out of shame. Kansas City minus 7.
I already wrote Las Vegas.
Kansas City minus 7. I'm sorry to all of my odds makers friend, and Dave is really my only odds maker friend. So
it's amazing because we have to. I think that's our first voided ticket in the history of the show.
They put it up wrong on the screen. I told him before they printed it. I said that's the wrong
that's
thing.
Fine. That's fine. All right, we can void it. We'll give it back. You got Kansas City. Tony,
I have some drink tickets.
Last game. Before we go to that place, Carl runs it.
So do you guys used to watch wrestling? Any wrestling guys here?
Oh yeah. Oh,
you're in a
smell
safe
what the Rock is cooking.
So we're gonna go with the bad guy here. I'm gonna be the bad guy. Little Razor Ramon. We're gonna take the Raiders.
What?
Plus the 7 here. I'm not liking the disrespect. They started off slow, all right? 0-3, I understand it. Those teams don't make the playoffs, but they have that receiver, the best receiver in football, Devontae Adams. Yeah. He's going to come
on your fantasy teams? Is he on your fantasy team?
Yeah, but I don't care about the fantasy stuff right here.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Adams, he's you know when the kids say he's him? He's him. Raiders are going to come alive this week.
Devontae Adams.
They're going to come like Derek Carr. He's taking a lot of this. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you stink. Derek Carr's going to come alive this week. I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I don't think they're going to win the game. Chiefs at home. The place will be possibly, but 7. You give me 7 with the Raiders are too much offense. Okay. Waller, guy got paid, missing. I don't know where the fuck he went, but come home, come play, do something.
Get loose, Ed. That's it.
We'll take the 7. We'll take the Raiders on the 7, and we'll go against the book.
All right, that's fine. I like what you did there. All right, that's our NFL segment. We're still rolling. We're going to try to wrap it up as quickly as we can. We got 2 places to go. The first is very special, and Newbie takes us there every single week.
Thank you very much, Dave. It's time for Carl's Corner. You never know what he's doing over there. Is he playing guitar? Is he working on the short game? We'll find out. Let's head on down to Carl's Corner with your host, Carl Hascall. Take it away. That's tremendous. That is tremendous.
That's the first time I've touched the guitar since I took it out of the shipping box when it got here 6 months ago.
Outstanding. All right. Let's keep it to like a minute and a half each with these answers. But this is a great question. This was excellent. I was so excited when you sent in the rundown. The journey is in the bag. I saw it, CH. I saw the salutation. Tell us the question.
So now we're concerned about time. So here in Carl's Corner today, we were talking about water 10 minutes ago in the B-52s. Now we're worried about time.
You know you got to get to bed.
So, this is a good one. When I first heard we were having a Yankee fan on, after I was done vomiting and, sweating a little bit, I thought, what are we going to do in Carl's Corner tonight? And I think it's a perfect idea. I hate the Yankees. The Yankees. It's obvious. And I thought to myself, who do I really like on the Yankees and who do I hate on the Yankees? And it's sports hate. We talked about this in the past.
Yeah, right.
Go and look it up. Yeah. Sports hate. I do kind of hate A-Rod, though. I also sports hate him. But I just loathe the guy when he was on with J-Lo on all the shows and stuff. Oh, it just made me sick. Yeah. I can't stand him. The guy I loved, though, on the Yankees had to be, without a doubt, and a lot of people respect Jeter and whatever. My guy was Mo. I loved watching Mariano Rivera pitch. I especially loved watching him pitch in the ALCS in 2004 when he blew Game 4. I kind of loved that. But what really made me like Mariano Rivera was opening day the next year when the Sox opened at home against the Yankees. And during the introductions, Mariano got introduced, and he got a standing ovation, and he stood and he tipped his cap to the Boston fans because he knew what had happened. Big fan of Mariano Rivera, so I don't like A-Rod at all, but I really love Mariano. So, Dave, I'll go to you. I think I might know what direction you're going to head here, but Dave, who do you love / hate on the teams that you're supposed to hate?
I'm supposed to hate the Ravens. And I never really liked the Ravens. And they battled and they ended seasons and all that other stuff for a long, long time. But I couldn't stand Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco won too many games. What? He's on the Jets now. I don't even care about him. I mean, seriously, I was glad he didn't beat us. I thought for sure if Joe Flacco was coming into Pittsburgh last week, he was going to win. I seen enough of that shit. But Ray Lewis, I loved Ray Lewis. I loved the dance. I loved everything he did. Yeah. I thought he was such a badass, and I respected him as a player. So that was the team. For a long time, it was the sports hate is the Ravens. And it had to be a good team. So, I had to rule out the Cleveland guys. And, we could go way back and do a hockey thing, and that would be, something. But the current Raven that I think I'm supposed to hate, but I absolutely fucking love Lamar. Yeah. I absolutely love him in the post game. I love him in the pregame. I love the quotes after practice. And watching that guy play, if you can't watch Lamar Jackson play football and like it, you just don't like football. But those are my guys.
It's going to be great when he's playing in another city next year, isn't it? Yes. Oh, they'll franchise him. It's going to be great in 2 years when he's playing in another city. Could you see him playing in Pittsburgh or in New England or even for the Jets? I mean, come on. That's going to be amazing. He's going to Aaron Judge the shit out of next season. Oh, speaking of Aaron Judge, let's go to our guest today, Tony. I can't believe we had a Yankees fan on. It's been a long time since we had a Yankees fan on.
It has been a while.
And we've actually done pretty well. Tony, what team do you hate and who do you love and hate on that team?
So I got a few, but I'll keep it short. So my most hated athlete of all time, by far and away, it's not even close, Paul Pierce. I can't stand him. I'm so happy that where he's ended up, I hate him. He's always killed the Knicks, and he's just he just doesn't look like a basketball player, and I think that's what bothered me the most because he always talked a lot of shit, and it just pissed me off. I couldn't fucking stand this guy.
But in fairness, everybody kills the Knicks, but
yeah, exactly. But on the same team,
so good.
I always grew up. I loved Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He was fucking great. He was. First of all, he's an unbelievable basketball player. And there's the personality, too, right? You're going to talk all that shit and play. He backed it up. All-star every year. Hall of Famer and the whole nine. So it's for me, it was okay, Pierce, I can't stand you. But when you got Kevin Garnett in the same hands, oh, shit, fuck, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I like him, good. but I still hate him. He's a Boston, so I still hate him, too. But overall, easily. If I have another one, New England, Tom Brady, fuck you, hate you. But I love Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman.
Yeah, I like Edelman.
Wow.
I like Edelman.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk like that about Tom Brady, especially his wife. There's Jules right there. There's Jules. How do I do this? There's Jules making the greatest catch in the history of football.
Yes, he did.
Stupid catch.
He did.
Stupid catch.
I think the greatest catch was that one that came off a helmet, but I might be a little.
David Tyree.
David Tyree.
That one.
We'll never caught another pass ever again.
Or ever before.
I think Plaxico caught one in the end zone there. I think Plaxico did.
Plaxico.
Whatever.
Former Steeler.
Whatever.
Yeah, right.
Before he shot himself. All right.
Shot himself like Cheddar Bob. Cheddar Bob shot himself.
What they did to my boy.
There you go. Newbie, I have no idea where you're going to go with this. So
I mean,
who do you love and hate on that
You know
team?
that it doesn't matter I can't fucking stand Tom Brady. I'll give him his little cash money, whatever. Like, I'm so happy that it's all going to be done, whatever. It's tough that you're going through all this shit. I really don't feel bad for you. I hope it's all good. So, other thing, I know, I'm a horrible human being. We've already established that.
Terrible.
I don't really have, outside of him, any players that I hate, but I do have players that I'm supposed to hate on teams that I love. I'm not supposed to be a Cowboys game. I love Dak Prescott. He always says the right stuff, seems like a great dude when he's on the field and stays healthy. I'm a big Dak Prescott guy. It's funny because I had Melo written down from the Knicks before because I'm supposed to hate Melo. I loved Melo, and my best friend growing up, he was a big Melo guy. He just got married the other week, and he said the second after he walked down the aisle, I was like, congratulations, buddy, and he was like, I still can't believe I got a ring before Melo did. And I was just like, that is the most amazing line ever. And then the guy that I wish that I had, CH, you're so blessed that you have this guy, is Tatum. I would do anything to have Tatum on my team. He was supposed to be on our team, and we got some fuck with. I don't even want to get into it. Tatum is my guy. I love him, CH, and every time I see him kill us, I kind of smile a little bit inside because I'm like, fuck you guys for not drafting him.
Oh man,
it hurts every time I see him. I would wear a Tatum jersey. I love that dude that much. He's a baller.
Anthony, what did you say?
I said Melo was my favorite player, any favorite athlete of all time, easily.
Yeah, he's so likable.
Easily, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Melo is your favorite athlete of all time? What the hell is that?
Signed.
God, I didn't make you for a Melo guy.
Well, he's a Knicks.
CH, you got.
I got it. I even got the.
Or maybe you didn't take for a Melo guy or him, because I gotta look at him and know he's a Melo guy.
I'm surprised both of you are Melo
books.
Melo book, the whole thing.
Forever.
And then you hit him with Tatum.
I love Tatum.
Really?
I want Tatum.
I don't know if we have any connections in the production department here, but if we can cut up the "I love Tatum" to have on the board, that's gonna get some legs this season.
Will do. And before I say anything else, I regret. That does it for Carl's Corner. A lot of things shared in that corner that probably shouldn't have been, but here we are. One more order of business, Dave, for that. Back to you.
Outstanding work. Oh my goodness. We got to put that in the board. That was actually this is coordinating producers Carl Hascall. You want something in the board? You know the fucking guy to ask. Tell him put it in the board. All right. That was great. Take a minute segment. It's our last segment every show. Thank you guys for watching, for listening, for following the show on social media at Cash Consid Show, for emailing us ideas for both Carl's Corner or Take a Minute or different things you guys want us to talk about. CH, I think we're going to do something for the World Series. We're going to do another contest. We did a contest before where if you leave a review and you go and take a picture of it and email it to CH or a note or something different, special, do that. And then we'll see if we can maybe give away a World Series ticket, like a futures ticket after the wild card round. So anything you guys can do, we're going to come up with something. But Take a Minute segment is the end of the show, and it's been a long show, but we are – Newbie, what does that drop again for when we're this long? We're running.
This is an over show, boys.
Every time, Case. It's good every single time. But thank you, sir. And the rest of you for listening. For Scotty, keep tweeting us those pictures. Mr. C's coming to town next week. Big followers and listeners of the show. We're going to get it together. All right, CH, I stalled long enough. We went to the corner. You're going to lead us first, and we're going to wrap up the show. Your Take a Minute segment at What's Up CH on the socials starts in 3, 2, 1.
So as always, I have two things. First, a shout out to our new guy that I just heard from this week, Pat Murray, who was looking for the toss-up segment. Man, I wish we had time to do it. I loved that segment. But guys, let's be honest, it's really tough to come up with a prop on a Wednesday. So I don't know how often we're going to do it. Maybe we'll bring it back Thanksgiving weekend or something. Let's pay attention to that. But Pat, great to hear from you. But my other thing here is, and Dave, I hope I'm not stealing yours, but if any of you guys go back and listen to the Bostonian versus the book yesterday, it was some powerful shit going on there. And our guy, Matt Peralt, kind of bared his soul a little bit and sung the praises of Dave and how influential Dave has been with him over the last several months. And he's been that way with me too. And it's, I think, made me a little bit of a different person. I'm a little bit kinder. I'm a little bit gentler. I'm a little bit more understanding after the last couple of years of knowing Mr. Sharapan. And I actually had a coworker the other day tell me I was a good human. And
how about that? Great.
How about that? That's pretty high praise. And I think that, Dave, you've rubbed off on me a little bit. And I want to say thank you to you for doing that, because I could be an asshole sometimes. I don't think I'm an asshole anymore. Maybe just with Yankee fans, but whatever. They deserve it. But thank you, sir. And guys, go back if you're listening to the show. Go back and listen to Bostonian versus the book yesterday on October 4th. It was pretty good shit there with Matt. So go back and listen to that. That's my minute, Dave. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. I love you as well. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and we all get curveballs, man. I mean, you and I had a curveball a couple weeks ago where we had to kind of take a discussion and figure some stuff out. Nothing major, but it could have been. It was very strange. So, I'm going to touch on that myself. But thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the Bostonian versus the book shout out as well. We're trying to keep that show moving along, and maybe someday it might be right here on the Cash Considerations Podcast YouTube channel. Did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to say that shit out loud. Sorry about that. Newbie, your turn, sir. Your Take a Minute segment. He's at Newbie Talks, executive producer of this show, as well as obviously the co-host of the show, the man of many voices, producer of Wager Talk, host of Over and Back, a lacrosse show that's on hiatus right now, and goddamn best hair in Cash Considerations podcast history. Sorry, Carl.
I don't know if that's
your segment.
Very high praise.
Take a minute. Starts in 3, 2, 1.
Dave just told me I'm the fastest guy in the one-legged race, so I'm glad that the hair is looking good there. But no, it's funny because CH kind of took it a little bit more like a serious note or whatever. But I was kind of going in the same vein because right before we were recording, I was meeting up with my one buddy who I've known for a long time. What we thought we were going to be doing was planning, his 30th birthday party. Oh my God, it's going to be incredible. He sits down. He's like, hey man, just met with a doctor and I potentially got the big C. So, we don't know. You still got to do tests, all that shit. But all that told me was that you got to take the moments that you get and respect them and never take anything for granted. And also, I poked fun at the whole Tom Brady thing, and now I have to fucking give him a cash thing again. But you never truly know the shit that somebody's going through. Like, this dude is always the smiliest guy, happiest guy in the world. It always seems like these worst things are happening to the best people. He's gonna be good, but, it's just, it fucking hit me heavy, and it seems like this week there's a lot of that shit that's hitting like this. So love your ones that are close. Even love the people that you don't love. Even if their name's Tom Brady. That's my Take a Minute.
Excellent. Excellent, boys. It's true. The journey's in the bag. We get to do it every week.
Good.
I mean, this is – and it'll be there someday, but I can tell you this, for people to listen to the show, and I know for us doing it, it's there every week. I love it. I fucking love it. All right, Anth. Tony Iannizzi. Again, he's on the Twitter at TonyIannizzi. Again, he's the associate producer, pardon me, sir, at the MLB Network. Jets fan. He changed hats during the show. You killed it today, sir. You hung the whole time. You got all them shoes in the back, and now you get an opportunity to take a minute and say whatever it is you want, sir. It starts in 3, 2, 1.
Well, first, I got to thank the boys in the Cast Considerations podcast for having me on. CH, Newbie, Uncle Dave. I had a lot of fun here. It was a lot of curveballs getting thrown in here. You guys are great. It was a good time. No, I promise it was great. It was 2 hours like this. We could have won another 5, and I wouldn't have got sleep, but it's all right. Second, listen, October, November, December holidays are coming up here. I want everybody to be kind, be generous to the people you love. Make sure you don't forget anybody who doesn't forget you. I know a lot of people now can get caught up in money and, all this stuff going on in the world, but it's like, make sure you take care of people who take care of you. So, other than that, God bless. But thank you guys for having me on. Dave, Friday, I'll text you. We got a better eye, all the work business stuff. But, other than that, CH, I hate the Patriots. I hate the Celtics. I hate the Bruins. I hate everything you root for.
Getting the last word in.
They make me all miserable, but your time is coming. All those teams are going to just go to shit. 2 of them are already on this rudder. So Celtics are going downhill. Patriots, they may be the number 1 pick in the draft, and they'll probably restart again with another quarterback. The Bruins' whole team is going out the window. They're all like 97 years old. The Red Sox, they need a whole new team. I needed to get that out of me. So other than that, that's it. That's all I got.
Pretty smooth how he does it on the way out. He doesn't do it on the way in. Nice
well done.
Oh, that was outstanding. That was outstanding. Newbie, it made me think of a song, actually, on the way out. Like, what song did Ant say might bother him if we played it again?
I don't know.
We can't let him just come in and take shots at our guy CH on the way out. I mean, that basketball song. It's
hear something
that?
like, what is that, Dave?
Everybody,
Did he go to sleep? Did he go to sleep?
76ers, everybody.
Let's go, baby. We sent them both to sleep, Dave.
How about that? Steph put him to sleep back in the finals back then. He put the Celtics to sleep. We just had to make sure that button still worked. No, thank you, boys. That was outstanding. Well done, Tony Iannizzi. I just had to make sure. Listen, I got my boys back. I had to make sure that you couldn't take a shot. And plus, both of you were taking shots at me and Newbie. And that was for Daniela as well as
I'll tell her.
us.
She'll watch. Yeah. She'll watch it.
She will watch. There's no doubt about that. Thank you, Danielle. I can't wait to come to the wedding. The envelope's going to be big, but dinner before dinner. I want to come to the dinner. Yeah. All right. I take a minute to say you're coming to Vegas?
Yeah, I got a bachelor party.
Oh shit!
He's gonna be the leader of the boy band.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to clear the calendar for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got to start ramping up now. That's 6 months away. I got 9 months. I got a 9-month head start on this. Oh my God.
Yeah. I give you a little heads up.
Hopefully I'll be back east before that. All right. My take a minute segment starts right now. CH touched on it. Newbie touched on it. And Tony touched on it. Yes, yesterday's Bostonian versus a book with me and Peralt was another one of those just eye-opening moments of how blessed and lucky that I am to have these special people in my lives, but to have the forum to be able to talk about it. And we talked very openly and honestly about him going through a really shitty-ass divorce and how hard it is for men to talk about it with anyone because, one, who wants to hear that shit? But two, it's hard to even say and admit that you may not be okay or that you may have a problem. And then what do we do as men? We're idiots. We don't take care of ourselves. We stress. Maybe we drink too much. Maybe we do drugs. Maybe we gamble. Maybe we do all these things. But what we don't do is listen to each other. And that was the point of that talk. So we got deep. You can go back and find it. It's Bostonian versus the book. Tuesday, October 4th. Go to the 30-minute mark and watch it for about 30 to 45 minutes. You'll see two genuine friends as men talking about stuff openly and honestly on the air that we've been talking about behind the scenes for 9 months. You're not alone. Always remember that. Next, on the way out, I saw a tweet today that I had to comment on. Usually I don't do this too often. Usually, my take a minutes are a little more, outstanding, noble, whatever deep thoughts that I just rant and rave about. But I saw the NBA refs actually giving out warning cards to the fans. They're giving out something called warning cards, boys, to the fans. Now, it says on this warning card, you are being issued a warning that the comments, gestures, and or behaviors that you have directed at the players, coaches, game officials, or other spectators constitute excessive verbal abuse or behavior that is disruptive or interferes with a game participant or another spectator and are in violation of the NBA fan code of conduct. Period. Next sentence. This is the first and only warning that you will receive. If, after receiving this warning, you verbally abuse any player, coach, game official, or spectator, or engage in behavior that is disruptive or interferes with a game participant or another spectator, you will be immediately ejected from the arena without refund. Okay, first of all,
that's a big card.
Whoever the fuck wrote that, use a fucking period, a comma. Seriously. I mean, what the fuck is that? That's a run-on sentence from a run-on sentence from a run-on sentence. Some lawyer wrote that fucking thing, and they put it on a business card. For those of you that can't see it, I got it on my phone. It's not the gambling. They're not yelling about the gambling, despite the fact that maybe their points prop didn't go over. Maybe they didn't meet their assist prop. Maybe somebody fucked too many three-pointer made props. I don't know. But one thing I do know, nobody knows shit. And that's the show. Cash considerations for the boys. Our special guest, Tony Iannizzi, Carl Hascall, Dan Alexander, myself, Dave Sharapan.
I got one more.
Out.
I got one more.
What?
Just give me 1 second. Give me one second.
Please jump in there. What?
Oh, he's got another outfit change?
What is he doing? What's he doing? Nobody's ever done this before.
This is suspense.
One.
Holy shit! Oh, he went to the Yankees hat.
I got one.
To the Yankees hat.
God damn it. He's got the Yankee hat on there.
We got to win a title, boys. So we got to win a title.
We'll talk to you next week. They ain't even in the play. They don't play till next week. We're out. Sign us off, newbie. Get us out of here.